the wounded, and get every man's name. We leave none behind.
Well met, Eivor Ravenfriend. Now there's a face I've seen before.
Faravit. We met in Jorvik, the Yuletide feast.
The Yuletide massacre. I remember. What brings you here?
Halfdan Jarl. He summoned me. Is he near?
He was, but the Picts hit us hard. We were separated.
Fresh attack from the hills.
Circle round! Watch your backs!
Picts. They won't be happy to see the likes of me.
Target practice!
Odin, take you all!
Just ahead. Lead the way and we'll watch your back.
Are you wounded?
I'll live. If we die today, tonight we drink with Odin. Either way we claim victory! For Thor!
You owe me your life, old friend. Once again.
Halfdan Regnason, we meet in the Forge of Battle. Surely a good sign.
I don't know you. One of Faroid's new dogs?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan.
Eivor, yes. Down in Mercia. Kingmaker with my brothers Eivor and Ubba and Finnr in East Anglia. From the tales I hear, I feared you might be taller.
That's not a fear you feel often, I imagine.
So you answered my summons. But the timing is poor, as you can see. Too many here are spent, battle-sore, thirsty. Faramid, have your men build field pyres for the dead.
At once, my Jarl.
Not here, not now. Then to Doncaster for a victory feast!
The oldest son of Ragnar Lothbrok, so he says. What do you make of him?
A heroic display. He makes a powerful first impression.
Just the way he likes it. Welcome to Jorvikshire, friend.
Well met, Faravit. I was hoping your Jarl would be as welcoming, but I suppose I must earn his trust.
Is that why you've come here? To earn Halfdan's trust? To find a seat at his table?
I have my own table. What I want is a bond of friendship between the new lords of England.
Among whom you count yourself, I suppose.
It is an ally I seek, not a master.
Well, there is but one lord of Northumbria.
You heard the Jarl. Take the gear and start digging.
He's at Doncaster, the towering castle by the river.
Damn troll. The Roman giants outdid themselves with this fortress. Where would Halfdan Jarl hold court?
Heroes are plenty, warriors so many, but most walk about with heads that are empty. Hey!
Greetings, Bard.
That face, that scowl. Yes, indeed, you must be the wolf-kissed. Oh, your fame and generosity are well known to me.
You have a flatterer's tongue, Bard. But how do you know me?
The deeds of the great are bards stock in trade. The brave are wealthy, the wealthy are brave. So it goes. How about it, Eivor the Wanderer? Part with a queen's ransom and live on in immortal song?
Silver comes and silver goes, but the fame of the great endures.
Both wise and generous. Truly, you are history's mightiest champion. Now, hold tight while my muse inspires me. From beyond the whale roads, from history unknown, did the Norse take a stand, and now all must atone. Now comes Eivor of the Ravens with the sun for eyes, trailing a river of blood enough to paint the skies. Succumb to your fate with a kiss, a blade to your throat, the wolf's fangs to your shins. For the one blessing and the one curse is to meet the wolf kissed.
Your kennings are weak. However, you make up for it with your clever tongue.
'Tis the fate of a bard such as I. We give and we give and we get nothing back. So it goes. Farewell, generous champion. From beyond the whale roads, from history unknown, did the Norse take a stand, and now all must atone. From beyond the whale roads, from history...
Please, Lady Moira. My wife grows ill.
Are you a nun? I thought nuns dressed like geese.
Nothing of the sort. I am Moira of Wika, Halfdan's herbalist. He is an ill man, and I do what I can to give succor and hope.
I saw him fight. He was in fine health then.
Thanks in part to my soothing tonics. Would you pardon me? I will attend to her soon, I promise. But Halfdan needs me now.
We crush them in spring. No sooner. That is the plan.
Yet my people suffer day by day.
Your people
This war must end. That is my first concern. The time to strike
is when I say we strike. Halfdan's hammer protects this land. Tell my people that, King Mercia.
As you wish, my lord.
Who is this? Come closer.
Halfdan Regnason, my sword arm answers your call.
Thank you for your tribute, Eivor Wolf-Kissed. Your battles and deeds are well known to me. And you are the hero of Jorvik. So sing my skalds.
Not just any hero. Eivor brought order to the city when King Rishi could not.
They say you rooted out a gang of thieves and traitors.
Not alone, but I led the charge.
The silver Eivor recovered there now pays for our war with the Picts.
It is wasted fighting Picts. Should be put to better use.
I try never to regret the decisions I make in a time of war.
Agreed. To second-guess ourselves would only stall the victory. I don't regret sending Faravid to lead our strike against the Picts, in spite of Eivor winning the day.
Eivor and I felled them, Halfdan Jarl, so you could sweep in, stab a few cold corpses, and claim a glorious victory.
Old friend, your jests hit like Odin's spear, always on the mark.
I would not be here without your hammer, Great Jarl. Please accept this, your share of the loot we won today.
A thing of beauty. Frankish, I believe. What do you think, Eivor?
Wine goblets are for Roman kneelers. Give me a horn of mead any day.
There's wisdom in this one, Faravid.
By your leave, Lord, I must return to my forward camp. It's a long, cold ride.
Two-faced, smirking glory hound.
My lord, in your summons you said...
Not here. Not now. Dance, sing, and fill yourself with ale, then meet me atop this tower of stone. There I will weave a tale of friendship and treachery. A tale as old as the world.
King Rishi.
Ah, Eivor. We have missed your wit on the Jorvik Council.
I attend in spirit.
Would you lend us your wisdom now, if possible? We are at pains to determine how to deal with the Northern Picts.
Meet iron with iron. That's the way.
And this feast is how the Danes prepare their blades.
We fought well and won. Tomorrow we will fight again. But we must always make time for celebration.
I defer to your expertise. Hacking, hewing, and the like. Enjoy the feast, Councillor.
Dogs do not beg for silver. Dogs do not yearn to be Jarls. But I am a wolf. No, a wolf king. Ah, Eivor. Come, let me show you a wonder. All this. We conquered this, he and I. Together!
You've earned great fame, won many battles across England.
But not alone. No, no. Bjorn Ironside, fearless Uber, Eivor the Boneless, Sigurd Snake and I. Great warriors all. My brothers.
Gold is good and battle better, but glory never dies. Forever it lives in the Hall of Heroes, high on valor's steed.
Together we have conquered. Together with my friends, my clan. Faravid above all others. One sword is not an army, Eivor. Even a hero needs loyal friends. I have never lost sight of that. Never.
Have you room for one more among those you call friend?
What does friendship mean to you, Eivor?
Friendship goes beyond words. It is a solemn bond, a chain unbroken.
Spoken like the Fowler. It is indeed a kind of magic.
You wriggle like an eel in a basket, Halfdan. What has caught you?
Friendship can also spoil, like rotten meat. After all these years, he dares to bite my hand.
Faravit. He seems a good and loyal man.
Seems, yes. As a bright sky in winter seems warm. But rumors fly of little men plotting treason in the dark.
Have you proof of his treachery?
Not yet. That is where you enter my saga. Prove this for me. Discover if Faravid has been disloyal. Then we shall talk of oaths.
Start me somewhere. Give me something to go on.
You see this? From a sea unicorn. I filter my mead and wine with it.
I've heard of such beasts. They swim below the ice, beyond the world's edge.
And their horns protect against poison.
You believe Faravid wants to poison you?
I fear he has tried. Countless times. And failed them all. You don't believe me, but I know the man. His gifts of wine, his easy smile, his envy, his plots. Learn the truth. Dig up... unearth his treason.
Why trust me with such a task?
Jorvik, you stopped the ill deeds of Audun and his swarm of rats. You can do the same here.
Like a good sword, honor has two edges. I'll help you.
Faravid has left the feast already, heading for his camp upriver. Join his warband, and behind his back, dig.
And if I find nothing, if he's a good and loyal man,
even better, even better.
fair enough. I will find what I find, then return, my friend.
Don't let Faravid fool you. He is hiding something.
Cold and dirty. Must be the place.
Throw yourself in Gunungagap, you bastard! I am not a dog!
Faravid!
Ah, Eivor, my friend. Is Doncaster hospitality to your liking?
I would be careful calling this one friend, Faravid. The crow who comes flapping when Halfdan gives a whistle.
Halfdan and I spoke, and what of it?
This is our fight, our chance for glory. Fly on home, crow.
Lend me a knife, Faravid. This whelp needs gelding.
Over, piss off. Small men always talk big. So, was Halfdan generous? Did you get what you came for?
If I help with your fight against the Picts, Halfdan will consider me a friend. So point the way, Faravid.
The Picts raided that monastery, plundered its silver and gold.
The Saxons built more churches and barns, and filled them with herds of monks.
Yes, monasteries make tempting targets. And not just for us. We tracked Pictish raiders heading north.
Gold is fine, but victories are treasure. What's your plan?
To open their bellies with my knife.
I'm ready to fight. Let's put them in the ground.
Halfdan didn't send you north to fight a skirmish we could win with half our numbers. Why are you here, Eivor?
In truth, he doubts your loyalty. Fears your heart is not in this fight.
Doubts my loyalty? I have fought for Halfdan, killed for Halfdan, bled for Halfdan, and he doubts me?
Nothing I have seen gives me reason to doubt you. But Halfdan, he seems a cautious man.
Cautious. He was always leery, but now fear has gnawed him down to the bone. To arms, dogs! Let's roast some Picts!
Watch for ambushes.
Should have stayed in Doncaster. More mead, fewer Picts.
There's no glory in guard duty.
Move out!
The Picts are just ahead. Lead the way and we'll watch your back.
Keep it down, or we'll all dead.
These Picts are a sneaky lot. Masters of guile and... Thank Thor we made it. That was good war work, all.
This cave is a passage. The Picts are using it to cross the mountain.
A gift for us. You track them through the cave. We'll circle around back and snare any who try to slip away.
Godly places. I should be home filling my belly, not mucking about on the wrong side of the wall.
The Picts marched this winter with help from an unknown quarter. The Picts spoke of Stenweye, their camp.
That's to the north. Their chief may be there.
Danes, run!
Stop them before they reach Stenweye!
They spotted us! Run forward! Faster! Faster!
That's the last one. Picked raiders south of the wall. Don't like it. Let us regroup at Stenway. We need to plan our next move. The Picts don't raid often during winter.
Their scouts are dead. The Picts won't know we're here.
The Hornets have led us to their nest. More than a chief up there.
Looks like the forward camp of an army. But would the Picts dare attack in winter?
Halfdan thinks not, and the Picts may use that to their advantage.
Let's find out. Why would the Picts make war in winter? They must have a reason. Something to gain. Best not to draw attention here now. To hunt down the Pict chief. You're on the wrong side of the Giant's Wall, friend. Have you come to make war in winter? Fool! He might have talked!
We got what we came for.
Is that more Frankish wine? I'll take a few casks. And that silver there.
Ulfr, that's Halfdan's share. Eivor, just in time to divide the spoils. Take some meat if you like.
The Picts are at Magnus. This map spells it out.
Ah, the wolf-kissed is a reader. That stark satyr I'll never mess with.
Worry about the Picts later. Now's the time for treasure and spoils. You earned it.
It should be ours. We did the work. All of it. And nothing for Halfdan, warming his cock in a Saxon castle.
Open that cask and we'll have a taste. We'll celebrate together.
Sorry, friend, but that's Halfdan's take. You understand.
He won't notice one missing cask. So unless there's something wrong with it, let's have a taste.
There's nothing wrong with it, friend. If you insist, we'll all drink some stinking wine. A little sour, but not bad. I've always preferred ale myself, or spiced mead. What I won't drink is one of Moira's herbal brews. She claims they're a tonic, but there's no telling what she hides in those drinks.
Moira. I met her at the feast.
She's a herbalist from the north, always skulking in the shadows of Halfdan's throne.
It's a big throne. Don't you all skulk around it from time to time?
I see. Because Halfdan thinks I'm disloyal, now you don't trust me. Has our battle bond earned me no favors with you, Eivor?
Doubt is too strong a word. But there is a feeling of mistrust among you. I want this alliance to be ironclad.
Then let me change your mind. I've got a plan to win this war for good, before the winter sets in. Magnus is a strong fort, but we'd be attacking from the south. With speed, we'll catch them off guard.
With Halfdan's blessing, I'd fight beside you anywhere. Name the time and place.
No, Halfdan is done fighting for the winter. He thinks it too great a risk, but I say we can win this war before the next snow. If we tell him of this plan, he'll refuse, but if we succeed, you and I together, he'll sing our praises all the louder.
There are no secrets in this world or the next. The Old Father sees everything.
We need not fear Odin's eye, only Halfdan's wrath.
I must return to Doncaster for a time, but I will join you for this battle.
Deliver this goblet to my Jarl. He has a fondness for them. And tell him his share of the spoils is coming. When you're ready, find me near Jorvik at a place called the Wolds.
Shrinks after each victory, like his cock, eh?
Crushed to death. An unlucky way to die. Doubt he felt much.
A fishmonger can't sell me gold fish. Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again.
So he says. Ah, look at you, big and tall. What's your name?
Eivor, of the Raven clan.
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Come here, come closer. Do you like to drink?
As I like breathing.
And do you like to flight?
I do.
Well, listen. Here these folk aren't impressed by the speed of your thinking. They will only respect you for how much you're drinking.
If you're sober, then leave, for there's naught here for you. Or I'll shut your big mouth while I finish my brew. That's the spirit. Now make your wager. The ale's free to those who flight. I'll buy you a round with my winnings, how's that? Ha! I like this one! Are you ready? What about one more drink before we begin? For luck. For luck. Your face is a wreck. You're a blight on the Norse. Your face brings to mind the arse end of a horse. Brilliant! 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 Yes! Have another drink. Yes, yes! Here's the next one. You're a pig-headed, ugly excuse for a Dane. Well, you're thick-skulled and loathsome and lacking a brain. You're brilliant. You're the smartest person I've ever met. You hold your own. Let's have another. I'm a champion, a winner. I'll claim the top prize. Jägebrega brother is ruse lies. That was the most incredible fighting I've heard in all my years. You are a wonder. I say the same of you, friend. 3 cheers for Eivor, the most masterful wordsmith in all of England! So he says, but the only thing he ever catches is more gambling debts. I fear I cannot keep him around.
You're better off without that wastrel.
My husband should be back by now. The poor log worries me so.
He's fishing.
Are you the wife of the man who fishes below the cliff?
My husband fishes there, yes, and I run the stall. Do you fancy some fine, fresh fish?
I found your husband.
And where is that fool? Drunk in some bed? Working off a debt?
Dead, I fear. Some bandits crushed him with a rock, hoping to fleece him.
No! Why? That sweet fool, leaving me penniless.
Here, take this ring. I found it on his body. It is rightfully yours.
His mother's ring. That fool. That damned, soft, loving fool. Thank you, stranger. At least I have this. Nary, they said. Marriage has left me naught but a poor widow, with nary a fish to sell. That lovesick fool. I warned him to stay away from the cliffs.
Loki Rabbit, I call on you, nay, demand of you. Send me a Holmgang champion to test my might. I've been ready. I am ready. Fists up!
You are all these!
Yeah!
Shoot!
Something's got the fox in the henhouse.
Yield!
And what did Loki Rabbit promise you, champion? Wealth? Fame? Honor?
The rabbit said nothing. A lesson you should learn. Where are you off to, Loki? Guys is a trickster's trade. That man will forever play the fool. What? stench of rot in the air. Stop!
Stop! Not a step closer!
There's nowhere left to go.
Please, don't hurt me!
Why are you here alone?
I remain with my family. The withering is taking them, but I do not wish to abandon them.
The withering?
A disease that often goes unnoticed until it is too late. The whole village had it. It destroys the mind and heightens aggression in an individual. And ultimately, the poor soul is rendered catatonic.
Leave here, child. Your family will soon go, and this village has nothing for you.
But, Papa... Mama...
They will find peace in death. Live for them. They would want that.
Right. I cannot hold on any longer to what is already lost. I will go. Here, a key, if you want to check on the sick yourself. If I'm to leave, I can't face them again.
This town leaves behind a bitter legacy. But such is the way of this world. This illness rots the mind of the afflicted.
My head. It swims. Fairy. No! A demon.
It will not save them, but at least it might ease their suffering. The stench. They've endured much, it seems. A list of names. Ages. All killed by a plague. The withering. Notice to all under God's eye. Wrath has come to our fair town. Be gone, or be doomed.
Norman! I often awake in my vagrancy, shaking and sweating. I hope this stops now.
Farewell. The trolls await.
Again I find traces of the Nephilim. By edict of the local king, I shall prayeth to him, that this light may be known as holy. These luminous placards are the divining rods of him who speaks to me. With effort, I seek the union of all his holy creations. Ita, Juno, Minerva, names that enter my head. Are these the Nephilim he reveals to me? Are these stones their signposts? I pray for your guidance, Lord. Amen. Ita, Juno, Minerva, names that enter my head. Are these the Nephilim he reveals to me? Are these stones their signposts? I pray for your guidance, Lord. Amen.
Hail, warrior. You keep this estate?
I do. I'm Gottfried Fairrobes, celebrated Drengr of the great heathen army, trusted golden helm of Ragnar Lothbrok. I intend a clean and honorable battle as my days grow old and rotten. I wish to keep myself dignified in my death rattle.
Your upkeep is impressive.
My war garments are unblemished, well-groomed and pristine. Ragnar taught me self-respect when we summered here.
A clean conscience, unblemished oaths, and immaculate loyalty are of higher value than any well-dusted piece of armor.
A resonant thought. Now, will you oblige me? An honorable and clean battle is all I ask for now.
May Odin visit us in this dance. Let us fight. Prepare your garb for a last drenching of raven wine.
My battle irons
This old
are in
villa,
prime condition.
where the pristine Drengr held court.
Wotan, take you!
You're late! Immaculate strike! Such precision! My weapons are dulled and impure. I shall only use the sharp and aseptic. Only the purest. My wounds bleed clean. Thank you for this last song of well-wrought iron and immaculate blows.
Go to your shining, flawless victory. Farewell, honorable Dringer. Bastard. Well fought.
How difficult could this possibly be? You knock your arrow into the bowstring, pull it back, aim and fire. Try again. Lord, save us all if we ever have to rely on you lot to defend us with bows. Remember, faint aim never won fair battle. Again. Unbelievable! Which one of you did that?
I did.
What marvelous aim. For a moment, I thought my training was getting into these thick skulls. See if you can hit one of the targets above. That was sound aim! Amazing!
That was a fluke. I bet it was.
Yeah. I bet you can't hit that, that chicken. Right over there, the one hanging from the pole. Go on then, hit that hanging chicken from here. No cheating.
Huh. To hit that chicken would require some kind of special technique.
Whoa, that's mad.
Extraordinary! That was true skill and aim. On the mark. Well, friend, you can count on us to lend a hand against King Constantine and his well-paid Picts. And thank you for showing these turnips some skilled marksmanship. Visit us again. As for the rest of you, keep practicing!
You will be avenged. Our bodies may be broken.
What happened here?
An attack gone awry. We found more of Constantine's Picts than expected. The rich have their numbers, both in coin and spears. My men were not ready, and we were overwhelmed. But I'm afraid it's not over. They know I still live.
Hark!
Picked reinforcements! To battle! The spirit of my men are with me, and my spirit with theirs! Ah!
The threat is gone.
What a fight! The picked King Constantine will feel a little lighter in the purse tomorrow. Thank you for your aid,
Call me Eivor.
The name's Reacher. Reacher Sherwin. You know, we could use someone like you in our band of merry rogues and knaves. The poor get richer and the rich get poorer, thanks to us. We've a hideout in the woods. Drop by sometime. Share an ale, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, until we meet again.
A hideout in the woods. Sounds interesting.
For Odin, for Thor, for Freya, and the Valkyries, and the saggy breeches, come to me, Ragnar. Find me in the frenzy.
Hail, warrior. Are these wetlands your longhouse? Your meat hall?
This is a Drenger's ritual chamber. I am Skeghold, pledged to Ragnar Lothbrok in hugger and body, iron and soul. I seek one willing to take the ritual and engage me in combat to the death.
I understand. For an opponent, you could do worse than me.
Join me then in Drengaseda. Ragnar taught it to me at Uppsala for 9 moons, and I never stopped. I will only fight one who enters my frenzy. For if we are not in the same state, I will have an unfair advantage.
What is the potion, then? Mead and rotten bread?
A sacred ale of high volatile spirits, and Thor's fungus, the Amanita muscaria. Ragnar and I would quaff this great elixir before each new raid. I often saw him transcend the laws of battle. Drink of the brew that bubbles here in my pot. Then we will enter the frenzy together, and only one of us will leave. For Odin, for Thor, for Freya, and the Valkyries, and the saggy breeches, come to me, Ragnar. Find me in the frenzy.
May you walk the Bifrost with heavy steps, Drengr.
This is for the Lady of Many Names! Got you! Now the All-Father sees me. He opens his arms, ready to receive. Bloody shit sack!
You fought well, and our journey was fair. Now yours continues.
Now I transcend. Farewell. It is my turn to see the god of poetry.
A scroll recounting Ragnar Lothbrok's death. This pit, it fits the description in the letter about Ragnar Lothbrok. There is the cage that held him. The site abandoned, as if used once for a ritual, and never again. Here, this is the place where Ragnar Lothbrok met his end. He must have been naked and bloodied, every drop draining into the pit. This supreme bringer of all men, now King Ella's prize.
I have seen this day 1,000 times. Baldur keeps a cup of mead for me. I welcome my entry into the land of champions.
Mocked, ridiculed, humiliated. His honor did not budge. Dragged by cowards, thrown to snakes. They were more afraid than him.
I face death with a thirst on my lips. My reputation cannot be unwritten. Inscribed on the hearts of those who fought beside me.
Set upon by venomous snakes, he stood and spoke.
with honor in spine, for all those who live their lives for glory alone.
Oh, how the young pigs would grunt if they knew how this old boar suffered. You will meet them, Ale. One day, they will come.
His men came too late to save him. Those who fought for him, they loved him dearly. Their oaths, unbreakable. I have sent your Drengir to meet you, great king. You will be with them once again. There, where he fell, something glints in the soil. There is something in a pit, something left behind. Ragnar's dagger. A fine seax of Damascus steel. Who is that man talking to?
Matilda. Pig sees the future.
Loki's twisted threads. What trick is this?
None. You drink, pig speaks.
Kent is in disarray.
How so?
No one to lead us. No hand upon the helm.
Hello, pig?
These are strange things you tell me, Matilda the Seer. Strange things indeed.
I don't feel anything. Are you a talking pig?
I, Matilda the Seer, lift the veil. Shall I show you what is to come, Raven? He who has the mercy of God. Lords will bind him in scarlet ribbons, sap his strength. But they give his people voice.
Hello, pig? That pig. Where did you get such a surprising creature?
Market.
And is that all you have to say?
Pig speaks enough for both of us.
What are you saying? The red sparrow will settle in the cuckoo's nest?
Who are you? A seeker? A wanderer? A killer? Woman or man? You wear a magician's cloak and speak to ravens.
Whatever was in that brew, it was powerful and mind-twisting. I am here, old man. Tell me your tale.
3 young men came to me not long ago. Braggarts, full of drink and sin. Death had claimed a friend of theirs. So they set out to find Death and teach him a lesson.
That is foolish. We Norse do not seek to control death. We embrace it.
Aye. But rudely they demanded of me, tell us where to find Death. You are old. You must know him. Look no further, said I. He is under the great oak in the forest behind me. And that is where they went.
A strange tale, one that lingers like a terrible dream. Is this the great oak the old man spoke of? Death. So this is what the old man meant. But what happened here? Strangled. That is no bandit's work. By his pallor, I would say poison took this one's life. What was he reaching for, I wonder? Food and ale. But why make a camp here, if they were searching for death, as the old man said? Killed by poison. No sign of a struggle. He must have taken it unknowingly. Silver. No doubt this played some part in this sorry scene. 3 men found hidden treasure beneath the tree. They made camp while they decided how to split the prize. 2 of them turned on the 3rd. But he was one step ahead of them and had already poisoned their ale. So the glister of silver drove these greedy fools to murder. It seems they found death after all. Or death found them.
I did not mean to snare the sheep. Oh, tell him! Tell your master her blood is not on my hands! Remove the curse! The forest and fields have risen up against me, red in tooth and claw!
What do you see? From fear or something else. These are the ramblings of a madman. But the animals, I cannot deny they tormented him. If this is connected to the beastmaster I met in Essex, his reach is long indeed. And that stench, rubbish and rotting food. In his fear he barricaded himself inside. Little wonder the rats came. He fulfilled his own prophecy. And nature took its revenge. He was terrified, believed himself cursed after killing a she-wolf and her cub.
I see your stained soul, murderer. You cannot hide from his eyes.
This tomb has been opened. It looks like someone lives here.
Bone and sinew, tooth and nail. People splinter apart like dead branches. I still see the glassy stairs when I sleep. I buried them all. My friends, my fellows. Do you remember Chertsey Abbey? The deadly sin committed there? Bone and sinew, tooth and nail. People splinter apart like dead branches. 99 graves I dug in the hard earth for those you killed!
Hatred has driven you mad! Your thirst for vengeance led you here. Rest now. You seem distressed.
So would you be, if your every crop of turnips was demolished by a horde of mangy horrors.
I assume you mean the rabbits in that field.
Aye, them. They're out but rats with ears stuck on. I'd slay him if I could, but they're too damn fast. When I catch him, I'll impale you, maim you, send you to bunny hell. That's right, get in there, mash their little bunny heads in. Go on, nail them, terrible shits. Three pesky vermin bastards in the world. Yes, that's what you get for eating my turnips, you buck-toothed fucking apes. You got them! Every last one! Exterminated like the hairballs of Satan that they are!
Flopsy! Lord Snuffles! What have they done to you?
Just taking care of business, Alston. I warned you what would happen if you let them in my turnip patch again.
Oh, my babies! They're not to blame! How could you? You've gone too far this time, wife!
A king of straw men. Well, there's an end to his madness. Poor soul.
Straight onto cursed ground! Your life is in peril!
Who's there?
We are the wisps of the swamp. Leave all you have as tribute, or you will never see the sun again.
Spirits! We will see about that.
They found us, lads. No sudden moves, all right?
Here are the mysterious wisps. So you and your fellows like to scare travelers into giving up their valuables.
That's right. We're peaceful like that. Wouldn't hurt a fly, me.
You tried to rob me.
A sorry necessity. We three were left homeless after your country folk, burned our village to ashes. Now we do what we must to keep body and soul together. Here, you figured out our trick. Can you help us?
Help you?
Just a few pointers. How can we improve? Be more effective ghosts, so to speak.
Why don't you hang up some bone dolls from the branches? A man would be scared witless coming upon that in the fog.
That's a fine idea. We'll do it. Here, you deserve a few coins for your help, at least. Thanks, traveller. So, who knows how to make a bone doll?
Oh, can't we use twigs or something? Bones make my skin crawl.
That's the idea, idiot.
What is it you want? Who are you?
Poison! I need to get out of here.
Must be blocked from the other side.
I'll kill you for that. Have you anything to say?
Oh, Mother was right. Always keep the legs closed.
Your baby is coming. Where's the nearest healer? I'll take you.
No need for a healer, love. Just get to the top of that hill. I can do the rest.
What? All the way to the top? And you intend to go alone in your state?
Yes! I'll roll my fat corpse up this hill if need be.
It is too far to carry you like this without hurting your babe. I shall have to take you by horse.
You need not help me, but who am I to look a gift Dane in the mouth?
It's dishonorable to leave a pregnant woman to the elements. Why does the baby's father not come to you?
The baby's father is a god. Mockers of the wood saw me on solstice and wooed me with his song.
You laid down with a god.
Aye, is that so shocking? Mary grew Christ from the touch of God. I heard of a Dane god who lay down with a horse.
Loki. And he was also a horse at the time. You didn't get mounted by a horse god, did you?
No, it was very much a man. A godly man, definitely not a mortal. But I didn't see him by light of day, so who knows?
Picked up our trail. Hold on.
Child out of wedlock. Oh, I should raise the babe out here. Safe from town gossip. Raising it as a bastard. How they'll talk. Lying with woodland gods and living out in the wilderness. I should become a witch. What do you think, love?
Is that all it takes to become a witch?
We're not far now, love. You can leave me on the steps of the temple if you want. The rest will come naturally.
I'm not leaving you to bleed out or to be taken by wolves. If your god lover cannot join you in birth, then I will guide your child out.
I doubt he will. I ran after our little encounter. Thank you, love. You have been kinder to me than my own kin.
We made it to the shrine. Do you think the otherworldly father will be able to find us?
I wasn't impregnated by a god, just an ordinary man as bald as me. Doubt we want anything to do with this child.
I see. Then we shall focus on the child instead. Breathe deeply and try to relax. This will take time. I will build a tent. You did a great job. A healthy baby girl. Just hear that cry. Warrior's lungs.
A girl? I have no knowledge of warriors or what to name them. How about your name, then? Little Eivor.
Ermina? I've been looking everywhere. Brand told me you'd run off and I worried the worst. Is that...
This is your god lover. I expected more.
God lover?
Should I take that as a compliment on my prowess, or an insult to my name?
Go, mock us. Our families would never approve the union. And if you're to have any reputation, you will forget me.
I think I get to stay in that. I care not about status, and if all we have together is some hut in the woods, then so be it.
A hut in the woods does sound fit for a witch and her babe.
Slow sips, Halfdan. It helps the brew stay down. Drink the rest.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Moira. That is all for now. The soothing herbs lift the fog from my mind for a time.
How long has she been mixing these for you?
You are stalling, Eivor. Tell me what you've learned. What news from the north?
The Picts were beaten back. We took their lives and their treasures. Faravid asked me to deliver this.
Is he taunting me? Faravid poisons the wine he gifts me. These goblets are a cruel joke. He is mocking me.
We did capture some barrels of Frankish black. He said they were for you, but I made him open a cask. We drank together. There was no poison.
Speak without guise, Eivor. Does he plot against me or no? Does he keep secrets? Give me something I can use.
Now you must choose between treason and madness. Between the serpent's fang and the bite of a rabid wolf.
Faravid asked for my silence, but Halfdan expects the truth. If I am not careful, these lies will pile up one upon the next.
You have grown awfully silent, wolf-kissed.
Faravid has planned an attack on the Picts at Magnis. Without you.
That twin-faced, backstabbing glory-eater! When? Tell me.
I won't know until we meet again, at a place called the Waltz.
Good. Go to him. Watch, listen. Unearth his lies. You will find them.
If you fear poison, Lord, you must consider everything. Even Moira's brew.
Impossible. Moira has been with me for an age. She is no witch. She is kind and... Perhaps you could speak with her and find out for yourself. She stays within Doncaster, not far from here. If you learn something, find me north of Doncaster. One of my scouts there has troubling news. He'll be on Don. We're going for a walk down to the temple.
No sense wasting a fine goblet. I should see Moira about this brew she's been feeding Halfdan. Moira's not here. Herbs for Moira's brew. Lavender, rosemary, all harmless. This letter came from Wike. She must have gone there. It's a small village. Moira's house must be near.
Come on out of there, you heathen lover!
Away from my house, you ruffians!
You can't hide forever!
What's this ruckus?
Stand back, Dane. There's a witch within that house. We've come to burn it down.
She's no witch. She's Halfdan's healer.
That proves it. Dark magic, that is.
Clear out! All of you! Before I beat you senseless.
One of them. You must help me slip free.
Moira, we must go before they burn your cottage to cinders.
I can't go out there. They'll steal me away and burn me at the stake.
All right, I see two ways out of this, but neither is without risk.
Do what you must, only hurry. I leave myself in your hands.
I'm as good with words as I am with weapons. It'll take some convincing, but I can talk my way out of this.
Lead on then. I shall follow.
Go home, all of you. This woman is in my care now.
Who died and made you sovereign of Northumbria now?
I am the wolf-kissed, killer of men, feeder of ravens. Stand back, or I will wear your bones as ornaments.
Jesus. Ease up now. We was only protecting our hamlet here. Tell Halfdan he can have her.
Now, leave this woman alone. Even look away again and it will be the last thing you see. Moira, it is safe to go.
We'll be safe here.
Thank you, Eivor. 1,000 times I thank you.
And if I ask you to drink your own brew?
I would, gladly. And often do from time to time, to ensure it's not overly bitter before serving to Halfdan.
When you said there's no cure for what ails Halfdan, you mean he's touched in the head?
I fear so. The same malady bedeviled my mother. The body breaks down and the mind falls apart over time. It's a terrible thing.
I need your help, Moira. The brews you mixed for Halfdan, what goes into them?
Oh, quite a diverse mixture. Let me see. Lavender, rosemary, meadowsweet, yarrow, soothing herbs, nothing uncommon.
I should return to Halfdan. He said he would be at the Temple of Flora.
Tread lightly this topic with him, if you would tread it at all.
Halfdan! Good to find you here.
The Raven Feeder returns. Now keep quiet. I'm hunting a band of traitors lurking about this swamp.
Who told you there were traitors here?
My scout. He asked me to join him here, but he is nowhere to be found. Have a look around. Tell me if you see something. Eivor, search the perches and lookouts here. He could be spying from above. Olaf! Speak to us! Where are you?
He's clinging to life. I should carry him down. I found your scout, but his wounds are grave.
Olaf. Poor Olaf. He will be buried with honors. I will see to that. Walk the bridge, old friend. I will see you on the other side. Beanton Maitrakis Atakis. Get them, boy! Good boy. Follow their trail. Sniff them out, boy! We will paint the ground with their blood!
Who are these men you suspect of treason?
Thieves who stole my war spoils.
Looks abandoned. Are you...
The trail ends, but nobody's here.
Here, a hidden entrance. They might be lurking below. These pipes burst and flooded the tunnel.
Even this old road.
Look there.
The pipes cut through that wall. Could there be more rooms beyond?
Eivor, something is there.
Hold on. We'll find a way through.
We've done it. We must hurry.
Smells like a trap.
The Romans were fine craftsmen. These chambers are vast and decorated and laced with piping.
Yet they went mad and vanished, just like their gods. Moira's books tell us so. Ah, here, you see? Spoils of war. Mine! Stolen from me! Ah! I am beset on all sides, Eivor. By plotters and schemers.
What kings and jarls are not? Your territory is vast and wealthy.
Everyday decisions I make change the lives of thousands. It is a burden few could bear. Yet I do. I do. You spoke with Moira. What did you learn?
She means well. I don't believe she would poison you. Not willingly. She also said she'd seen your illness before. In her own family, said it came on slow but was incurable.
No. No, this is not an illness. This is poison. Somehow someone is poisoning me.
Shh. Listen.
These will be the thieves who stole my tribute.
Need to be careful here.
Wolf-kissed and Halfdan, well met. Come, fill your bellies with mead.
You stole this tribute. By rights, this is mine. It was meant for me.
We stole nothing. Faravid gifted this to us for a hard day's battle.
And did you take my scout Olav in that battle? Your brother in arms? Did he too have to die for this tribute?
That was Olafur? Damned fool! We thought he was a thief!
The only thieves here are the ones drinking my mead and spit-shining my silver! You! Cowards and traitors!
We are owed this bounty, Jarl, for battles won and blood let. Eivor, you tell him!
They only took their rightful share.
You are traitorous worms. But Eivor seems to think you deserve pity. So I will give it this once. Return my spoils to Doncaster, and I will wipe this day from my memory.
I can't do that. It is our share. We fought for it, killed for it, bled for it. If we don't get the glory, we deserve our share.
The barking will stop. They forced my hand.
Take hold of your fear, Halfdan. It can poison your mind.
Faravid killed this man, not me. He forced my hand with sleights and trickery. He... Forgive me. find it hot in these furs. The day must be warming. You have a meeting with Fervid. Is that not right?
I do, at the walls.
Yes, I know the place well. It is on the road between Jorvik and Picheringa. Press him, Eivor! As hard as you can. Never let up! And bring me proof of his treachery, or otherwise! Traitors, thieves. No right. They had no right to... It's rightfully mine! Fervid the rat. Words are poison.
Eivor, welcome. Join me in drowning this golden drink. You made it. Come, have a drink.
You're a few horns deep already.
Yet still floating. Tell me, how did my old friend like his goblet gift?
There were other things on his mind. Your man Ulfre, for instance. He died protecting the spoils he stole from Halfdan.
Ulfr. Poor Ulfr. I told him to mind your tongue, but he wags it like a slobbering dog.
Was Halfdan always so easily riled?
No. Riches and glory have shaped him into something new. He's not the same man he used to be.
The songs of skulls and the glint of silver can turn even the best of us.
He was a fierce man in days past, but he has lost the bite he once had. He's too careful. He ruminates and hesitates.
What is this place? I expected an army, ready for warcraft.
This was our first camp in Northumbria. I came here with Halfdan and his brothers, Ubba and Eivor. We besieged Jorvik and put King Alla in the cold ground. Those were good days, now too far gone.
What is all this?
My share of the treasure we took from those distant days. I buried it here for a rainy day. This bag is heavy with silver. Enough to pay for an army.
Come! Race me to Jorvik, Eivor. Remind me of the glories long gone.
You're too drunk to win a race.
Then have a drink. Make it fair.
What's keeping you, friend Eivor? Waiting for spring?
Your horse can smell the ale dripping from your mouth. You frighten her. Having trouble keeping up?
My horse must be deeper in the cups than I am.
What are we doing in Jorvik? You haven't said.
Paying a visit to our kept King Rishi. Long may he reign. I haven't enough men to beat the Picts alone, but with Rishi and his Fyrd, we'll finish them off.
You would bring a puppet king into this fight, but not your Jarl.
Shh. Keep this to yourself. The streets have ears, the windows have eyes.
I did not agree to this level of deception. You should have told me this before.
Eivor, my friend. If I described my full strategy, we might never leave the campfire.
I prefer the light of a fire to the darkness of your plans. Don't do it again.
Wait. A favor I must ask of you. Make no mention that Halfdan is ignorant of our plans. It's better this way.
Are you mad? Rishi answers to Halfdan. You put this man in grave danger if he defies his master's will.
Rishi cannot defy orders he has never heard, no? Trust me. I will take the blame should our plan fall apart.
Eivor the Wolf-Kissed and Halfdan's cupbearer? What a curious surprise.
I hope the day finds you and Jorvik well.
Yes, we scrape by, with what little we still own. But this new war should make us wealthy once again. Until our tribute is taken.
I smell the bile on your breath, King.
Do not forget who is in charge here.
Oh, do remind me, Faravid. Yesterday it was Halfdan, but today I hear whispers that you are leading the charge. I am confused.
Yes, you answer to Halfdan. And now he orders one final strike on the Pict stronghold at Magnus.
To make war with the North on such a scale will require a hefty amount of silver and a large force of men.
My soldiers and silver are pledged already. I expect the same from you.
I have given my aid as well. The battle must be decisive.
I see. And you have these orders from Halfdan in writing, yes? From the great man himself?
To be clear, King Mercia, Halfdan knows nothing about this attack.
Nothing at all? That's unusual, Faravid.
Eivor is mistaken, Lord King. I was given Halfdan's personal assurance that you would volunteer your troops. He expects as much. But Halfdan is ailing and tired. Let us not burden him with more worry, but please him with a swift victory.
I'm sorry, Faravid, but duty compels me to refuse. Without strict orders from Halfdan, I will not risk the lives of so many.
You deny me!
I do. To gift you an army puts my wealth and reputation at risk. That's not what Halfdan wants. He needs a strong and loyal king.
You presume to know what Halfdan wants.
Without Halfdan's formal approval, I cannot help. It's too great a risk. And after all, he is my ally. You understand?
I should break your arms for that. What were you doing?
I saw no reason to hide the truth. Mercia is a Saxon puppet. He has more to lose than you and I ever will.
That serpent cannot be trusted, Eivor. If he tells Halfdan of our plan, our victory is at risk. Our victory is for Halfdan's own benefit. We will secure Northumbria for him, along with the gratitude of all its Saxon and Norse subjects.
Fine. If we falsify orders from Halfdan, Mercia will accept them. Hjor of Jorvik could help.
Good. Hjor's favorite alehouse is nearby. Seek him there.
Ale costs more than bread. Things you have...
You're just where I hoped you would be.
Eivor! Gods! You have come at just the right moment.
Right then, what's this?
Go home or get hurt, but you won't bother my friends.
I'll bother who I please, after I brick your face to the brains. I'll kill you!
Eivor, always the fighter.
Thank you, Wolf-Kissed. Those men will wake up soon enough.
With greater sense, I hope. What brings you back to Jorvik?
Secret errands for Halfdan. I need an army of men to face the Picts in the north.
What happened to the silver you took from Aldon? You could hire a band of sellswords with that much.
It won't be enough. We need Mercia's Saxons at our side. Any fewer would be a death sentence.
Has Halfdan planned an attack he cannot afford? That's not like him.
To be clear, Faravid made this plan, not Halfdan.
Does Halfdan know of this plan, or...?
He doesn't, but he's given me leave to act as I must, for reasons I cannot share.
Yes, we've heard the rumors, and all our messages have gone unanswered.
Can you aid me with some trickery? Help me forge a set of orders from Halfdan himself to force Mercia's cooperation. You'll be taking quite a risk. You'll have my thanks. We can meet outside the Royal Hall after you have the documents.
I'm feeling a bit dry over here.
Eivor, join me for a drink. You both seem to have settled well in the city.
Yes, we do enjoy the comforts we have here. But I still think about Norway. The cold and the warmth. Stay on the road safe, Eivor.
I try to.
Here, take this forgery and pray that King Mercia sees nothing amiss. I trust you know what you're doing.
Straight from Halfdan's hand, as you see.
Yes, yes. Well, if Halfdan's loyal mules have pledged to fight, still, my help will come at a price.
If you're speaking of coin.
I remind you that your soldiers are mine.
Halfdan's, my good man. Halfdan's soldiers, for these are Halfdan's orders. Correct? But I jest. I jest.
All is in order, then.
If Halfdan commands, I shall raise my feared, and you shall have your fighting army.
Good. Get them marching at once. This must happen soon.
As soon as they are mustered, Lord Faravid, and no sooner. Eivor, a moment with you?
I'll meet you at Stenway.
Faravid is Halfdan's man. So are the Hemmings of Nottinghamshire, as are we here in Jorvik. But not you.
I don't like talk that dances around thorns.
For whom are you fighting, truly?
I fight for myself and my people.
As any great leader must.
Why ask me of loyalty? What are you seeking?
An innocuous question. Loyalty is a word that slides off the lips like honey. Sweet to the taste, but never lingering. There are things simmering in Northumbria, hidden from even you. Take heed, and have a care.
Faravid should be waiting at Stenway. Where are the Saxons? We need them to take the fortress.
Patience. Mercia promised an army.
What about Jor and Jovina?
Lovina is ahead with a dozen of Jorvik's swords. Come. Our Saxon allies have reached Magnus. We should march.
Faravid's plan had better be sound. Faravid's army.
Are the shields ready? The battle is near.
On the battlefield once more, old friend.
Yes, my Jarl. As in days of old.
Who are you to speak of the old days? The days when my word was bond. The days where the light of my glory lit the world. How dare you speak of those days, as if they meant anything to a traitor like you?
Who told you of this?
My new ally is more loyal than my old friend.
Eivor Two-Faced. That is your name.
Gently, friend. I told Halfdan because it was my duty.
Enough bickering, all of you! We are at the edge of war. Preserve your rage for the enemy.
Ljufina talks sense. We fight this battle and we end this war. At this moment, nothing else matters.
Look there! The pigs send a message.
Raven Tamer, with me. You will talk them into a surrender with your sword-sharp tongue. back, men!
These Picts came in great.
Turn tail and run back beyond the wall.
The Romans built that wall to keep us out. But they are gone, and we remain. Someday you too will disappear.
Wall or no wall, we have more gods than you.
We may have but one god, Hedon, but we have many more friends.
Who now is the rightful king of Northumbria? The kingdom has spoken!
Glory for Halfdan! I will have your head, Mercia!
Extend the ladders!
Arrows coming!
Charge! And may the Scots remember us! Remember this in their hell!
Eyes open for the coward King Mercia!
This is the last of them!
How much longer, Halfdan?
sweet taste of victory! And Mercia defeated. Was he the thorn at my back? The traitor I suspected all this time?
Save your praise, Halfdan. Mercia may yet live.
That coward will be dead in a snowdrift somewhere. It matters not.
This day is not done until we've seen his corpse. Do not relent. Not yet.
Eivor, rise like an eagle or caw like a crow.
Hold the wall!
Sends more picked skulls to my hammer. You are safe. Die for Halfdan! There!
He's fleeing to the north!
Faithful counselor, please help me back to Jorvik. Let my heart expire at home.
I have no favors left to offer you, Mercia. Soon you will walk beside your god.
But I see no light. I feel no warmth. Only an icy darkness, a cave.
Hell's frozen door welcoming you.
What waits for me there, Eivor? What waits for me?
A traitor's death for a treasonous fool.
He was the hero in tales he told himself. A Saxon who loved his homeland. You cannot begrudge him that.
There is something in that. No more Saxon kings, Eivor. I'm through playing the puppeteer. The fate of this shire rests on my shoulders alone.
You'll take the crown yourself, and the extra burden it brings.
I will. But I will not rule alone. My friends and my allies will keep me standing upright. Let us talk of our alliance in Jorvik. Leave this king to his winter kingdom.
Moira, is Halfdan about?
Eivor, welcome. Halfdan has stepped outside with Faravid. They shouldn't be far.
Mercia. I struggle to be surprised.
I was caught off guard, but I should not have been. A fog set in and I could not see the forest before me.
The ceremony hastens to start. Let's not keep the crowd waiting.
Eivor! Yes, let us go. To inscribe our names in history.
Enjoying the festivities?
Wolf-kissed, yes. Happy to be here.
The crowning of a new king. It's not something I've seen this close.
Have you had enough fun? My crowning must come soon.
I'll save some for later. Let's make a king of you.
To Eivor and the Raven clan of Mercia, our newest ally in blood and glory!
To Halfdan King, I lift my horn and raise my brow to speak this praise. Crown spire, stout oak of Valkyries, spinner of battle wisdom, long may you live and rule. Skull! Moira, what is this metal? It's soft like Roman pipes.
Ah, that's lead. A toxic metal.
And was it lead that drove the Romans mad? Can metal do this to a man?
Oh, God in heaven, yes. The Romans knew this well. And my poor mother, she drank from cups like these for so long.
You... All these years you gifted me poison! You gifted me madness!
Old friend, please. Your sickness has clouded your judgment.
This sickness was no accident. I trusted you.
Sheath your weapon, Faravid.
Eivor, make this man see sense. He's old, sick, and his mind is unclear.
Horse shit! You want me dead, you lying shithog? I was a fool to not see it!
Treason must never go unpunished.
After all we did together? After all we won?
If any of my clan committed such a betrayal, I would rip his flesh from his bones.
You are not the warrior you used to be, friend. Should be Halfdan, come to your senses. The end of our road.
Stand, you treasonous bastard! Stand and fight me!
Old friend, do you remember the days we raced our horses across the length of this land? You were always faster. You always won. Because I let you win, my Jarl. So I will let you win one last time. We will meet once more in the corpse hall.
Halfdan, it's time I go. I am leaving for Mercia, going home.
Then go with this. A sign of friendship. A bond between our clans, a symbol of the pain and suffering it took to win the peace.
I hope we were right about him.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Good day, my lord.
I entered Jorvikshire to meet Halfdan Jarl, and I left a friend of Halfdan the king. We have an oath at last.
Good. Very good.
Uber Ragnarsson has come. He claims to have some business with you.
Uber Ragnarsson, you're a long way from your king's side.
Eivor. Yes, a long stroll through the hills and fields of Mercia. Also, I could thank you.
Thank me?
For sending my brother to his just reward. In spite of the harm he caused you and everyone around you, I could not keep him in line in this life. But I have no doubt the All-Father will put him to good use in the next.
A darkness followed your brother, one I am not sure he understood. But as you say, he is now where he belongs.
He is. And as a show of my thanks, I came to offer you a gift. A token of my respect.
Thank you.
Put it to good use, Wolf-Kissed. And may we meet again soon. On a battlefield if the fates are kind.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pittaringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Pittaringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
No glory, no hope. Nothing but snow, silent as a corpse in its grave.
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Eivor. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother, and never said a word. You kept this from me!
It was no secret. Uba knew, did he not?
Leave me!
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer, and then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
There is Beonton, guarding the hammer. Half drunk needs his hammer. The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
With his hand on his axe, awaiting the maidens of the battle slain.
Now he drinks at our father's side, awaiting the war at the end of days. Beonton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn. Thank you, friend. You are always welcome at my hall.